You picked a good time to come down here. Apparently the Relata's leader, the father, just disappeared, alongside half of his land. Picked a good time to come down here. Apparently the Relata's leader, the father, just disappeared, alongside half of his land.
The venerable Sunchild graces us with its...
What do you want?
Yes.
Yes? Ahoy.
Huh? Can I help you?
Again, no one leaves this building until we have our money back. No one!
You're making a mistake, wench. I hope... you know that.
Watch your tongue, boy. I'm sick of listening to you and your master's profanities. There you are. Sorry for starting this without you.
You?
Yes, her. What a surprise, isn't it?
You should be ashamed.
Is that so? And what for exactly? For having the spark of decency you Enderalayan scum all seem to be lacking? Yes, I am. I am so sick of you people and your complete lack of respect. Until we have our money and the idol back, and your master is on his knees before me, begging us to forgive him, no one will leave this building without my explicit permission. At least not in one piece. Oh, I'd love to see them try.
I've had enough. I'm leaving.
One step further and you can pick your guts up off the ground. I mean it. Put that away. Now! Are you deaf? Put that away! Please, my sir, don't force me to... Sarah Struduli. You fucking scum! You'll pay for that! Oh, shit, 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 shit! It was that guy's fault, damn it! He wanted it to away from this. Come on, let's search this place.
You're making a mistake, wench. I hope you know that.
What? Your tongue, boy. I'm sick of listening to you and your master's profanities. There you are. Sorry for...
You're making a mistake, wench. I hope you know that.
Watch your tongue, boy. I'm sick of listening to you and your master's profanities. There you are. Sorry for starting this without you.
You?
Yes, her. What a surprise, isn't it?
You should be ashamed.
Is that so? And what for exactly? For having the spark of decency you Enderal and scum all seem to be lacking? I am caught. I am so sick. At least not in one piece. Maybe, but I will not.
I've had enough. I'm leaving.
One step further and you can pick your guts up off the ground. I mean it. Put that away. Now! Are you deaf? Put that away! Please, my sir, don't force me to... Sarah Struduli.
Fool needs to pay up.
What?
So, you came. Take a seat and treat yourself.
Why is
So
expensive?
let's cut to the Sorry for what You are only in any case. Simply put, there's no longer any reason for us to put up with...
Flesh maggots.
Come on. Simply put, DeLorean is holding something back from you. Something... I'm not... Please. I'm not making this up. You think business. Secondly, from now on. By the name of the sun. And believe me, you know nothing. Your choice.
It's always the same. White rock.
Please just leave me be.
Bananas, the freshest fruits right from the farmer's coast.
Can I help you?
Fresh from the Red Sea.
Hungry for arcane secrets? I have.
Hey,
scrolls,
you're an
potions,
adventurer.
Anything for friends of path-abiding magic.
We will keep an eye on her.
Thank you for your help, my Sir Deloran. May your path always be even.
And yours. Good of you to come by. I was just about to send a messenger. There's news. What? That snake isn't above anything, is she? Thank you for remaining loyal. I expected no less. We recently received a letter from an internal source within the Blue Islands Coalition itself. One of O'Neillis's men, it seems. And we were right. The Blue Island Coalition was behind the attack. They planned to steal the Scarabaeus and put the blame on us so they could leave without paying a single penny for it. He wanted to keep his identity a secret for understandable reasons, but he knew things an outsider couldn't possibly have known, including details about the Sickle's correspondence with the Kalayans about the trade. I haven't told you that yet, have I? We were right. It was Kalayan poison. And yes, theoretically the assassins could have brewed it here in Enderal themselves. But to do that they would have needed money for the ingredients and a skilled alchemist. Both of which are very costly. Someone who brought the poison over from Kile, however, that's much more likely. If it really was someone else, then yes. But by Malphas, I swear, if we find irrefutable proof that these dressed-up cutthroats really are behind all this, they will hang for it, I swear it. This is about more than the Scarabaeus. Weaving an intrigue like this, these pathless bastards spit on everything the civilized world and the Lightborn stand for. I will not accept that. Find proof we can show to the guard. They will take care of the rest. Our informant said something else in his letter. There's a small cave just on the outskirts of Ark, and an exchange is supposed to take place there very soon. The Scarabaeus. The guard is already informed, but it would be foolish to send a troop of armed soldiers into that cave. They would see them coming. We have to proceed cautiously, and that makes you the perfect candidate for this. Go to the cave and scout it out. Look for hard evidence. Anything that tells us when they plan to do the exchange. Here, this is where the cave should be located. Now go, and be careful. Yes?
Fighting people of this holy city.
Fucking scum.
happened. A miracle that must have been.
My dang.
Glory brought forth by
Walk blessed, madame. Walk blessed, madame.
Well, have you been to the hideout? Oh, damn. You said you found proof. Those pathless bastards. It's about time we had this thing over to the guard. They...
My sir!
What?
Hi. The trading post, my sir. It has been attacked. I don't know at all. Now get lost before I lose it.
By the name of the sun. Did anyone stop her?
No, my sir. They've barricaded themselves in.
What should we do? Yes, of course. Dogger, get me Sergeant Harleton. I need to see him at once. He has to make sure that no one leaves the city, and that no ship sets sail until this Chilean scum is taken care of. If the attack on the trading post is a diversion, someone else might be trying to get the idol out of the city at this very moment.
Understood, my sir.
Protector, you need to go to the trading post at once. There's a hidden way, inside through the old crypt under the city. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there comes a point when you just have to live with it.
They speak of a red madness that befalls peaceful souls, driving them to deep.
Work. Life isn't easy.
Finally, some fun. Prophet's ass. Someone's out there.
All right then.
That was my friend! I got you for this!
Blazes. Are they dead? No. This is not my blood. Oh, by Malphus, why? They just walked in here and then they killed them. All of them. Can you believe it? But I don't think they planned it. It just... Gunam lost his temper. The Colleen woman, Onolise, or whatever her name is, she suddenly walked into the trading post and started throwing insults at everyone. Something about a Scarabaceus and how the sickle is a shame for the civilized world. And then she said she would keep the trading post as a deposit until Dal Lorraine paid her the money, whatever she meant by that. As I said, Unam, he just couldn't keep his mouth shut. And then, things just went south. I'm sorry. It's a lot to take in. I don't know. After the massacre, she told the mercenaries to stay here and then fled from the trading post. I think we should tell the guards it's safe to come in now, shouldn't we? What madness! What has become of this world?
Greetings.
That's close enough. Who are you? Oh, really? You must be quite the detective. I'm Leora Eren, by my path, commander of the city guard. And now I suggest you...
No trace of him, Commander. Protector, you're back!
Do you know this woman? Does that mean we can trust her?
Yes, we can. Why are you here?
Weather.
Shouldn't you be at the trading post? Gone. I think it was a diversion. They wanted to draw our attention. Or worse, yes.
We caught that Chilean woman, Onelis, however. She tried to flee through the west gate. Possibly. Protector Dargar told me what has happened. All about this entire conflict, including the ambush on the caravan. It was foolish of Daloran not to bring us in earlier. No, and she claimed not to know anything about it, but she could have let someone else do it. Not properly, but she denies any connection to the kidnapping. If you're the new protector, then you're also the one who welcomed Onelis into the city, aren't you? That means you know her. Maybe it's best if you talk to her. If we want to save Dalaran, we need to find out where he is, and as quickly as possible. Go into the prison and show the warden this. It's a signed order, and needless to say, hurry. The Blue Islands Coalition has responded to the letter Onelis sent them recently, and they have dispatched another emissary to settle things, as they put it. He should be here very soon. He is coming here on a black Murad. A special breed from Calais. They are similar to our Murads, only they're black and a good 500 pounds heavier. They are the only way to make the passage from Kir to Enderal in less than 2 weeks. But there are very few of them, and a voyage by Black Murad costs a fortune. So this whole thing must be worth a lot to our Chilean friends. You should. We already have enough problems in this land, and we don't need to add losing the most influential merchant in the city to the pile.
An outlander. What are you doing in this part of the city? Shouldn't you be, I don't know, somewhere else?
Good evening.
You're the protector, aren't you? Commander Aaron told me you would come. Here's the key to her cell. Do whatever is necessary.
Now, look at that. The Master's pet returns. Oh, here they are. The theatrical accusations. Yes, I made a mistake. And yes, things got out of hand. But still. Seriously, Protector. If you think I could just stand by and watch while your esteemed Merchants Guild spits on everything I stand for, you're wrong. Dead wrong. Oh, just shut the fuck up, will you? Really, just shut up. Unless for the first time in your miserable life you're planning on not talking rubbish. You staged the ambush. You! But, oh wait, this is probably all just a misunderstanding. It was just a coincidence that you were in the assassin's hideout, wasn't it? And it was only a coincidence that you killed my men after they followed you there. Believe me, girl, we've overlooked a lot of your guild's bullshit. But there are limits. Letter? What letter? I never saw this before, not once. And I have no idea who this JS is or what the fuck he or she's talking about. One question. Answer it honestly. Is this a feint? Another trick to...
Forgive us. I said, forgive us for the deeds of this woman.
Master Ulan?
Quiet. I propose we discuss this elsewhere, and without the presence of this murderer. Ulas, guard her until we are back.
But...
Follow me. So, let us make this brief. What Dijam O'Neillis did does not in the least represent the spirit of the Blue Islands Coalition, and we deeply lament what has happened. As a token of our condolence, we offer an additional 10,000 pennies on the original price we negotiated for the idol, if you should succeed in finding it again. In addition, Dijam O'Neillis will stay here to be tried under Enderalian law. Yes, and we regret that it has come to that. But, as I said, her actions did not, and do not, represent the Blue Islands Coalition. We are businessmen and women, not mindless butchers. Well, then you are mistaken. Here, look for yourself. This is the letter Dijam sent us 2 weeks ago. She was of firm conviction that your master, Dal Loran, staged the attack. And I, as one of the Chilean elders, can also confirm that we had planned nothing of Saraj Jodule.
you a faithful pet. Can't wait to save your master, can you? Of course, this was all part of the plan. I brought Mael here while I was shackled in your goddamn prison by my supernatural powers and what? Are you really that...
My dames and my sirs! I cordially welcome you to the last act of this magnificent play.
What the...
For so long, you felt the thrill. For so long, you asked yourself the questions. What does the charming woman from Calais really pursue? How will Delorean react to the death of his beloved foster son? And what role will the mysterious and ambitious new protector play in all this?
Zara Struduli, you're behind all this.
Guess what? A potion brewed from aesthetic's woe. Don't worry, he's only unconscious. That is, for the moment. But why? Just look where we stand. A trading post full of dead workers, a kidnapped guildmaster, and two of the mightiest trading guilds on the brink of tearing one another apart. And all due to mere suspicion. I had hoped things would turn out differently this time. I really did. But I suppose I was too naive. Again. Provoked? All I did was throw a piece of meat into the arena. The rest was done by the wolves. Namely, the Golden Sickle and the Blue Islands Coalition. Why, you ask? Because they're scum. Human scum, driven by greed, selfishness, and hatred. That is what all of those so-called merchants really are. What they hide behind their shiny, shiny smiles. Oh, there it is. The big question. But I fear the answer is simple. I want to see them burn. I want to see them burn, all of them. Together with their bloody bigotry and their never-ending thirst for gold. I want them to choke on it. I don't think they are. They are. Ask the countless lives they've destroyed. Ask the farmers they forced to sell their goods for nothing, because otherwise they would cease to exist. Ask about the bribing, the lying, and the complete disregard for humanity. You know, Protector, when I started with the sickle, I actually believed all this bullshit they kept rambling on about. I mean, path abidingness, success through hard work, integrity. And yes, I wanted to believe it. I really did. But the more I saw who they really were, the more I began to understand. The forces like the Sickle and the Coalition are what make the world the place it is. The forces led by people who don't care about anything but making money, and who would sell their own mothers if it would mean making a profit. Their lives revolve around one thing, and that is themselves. Of course you think that. You don't know the ugly parts of his past, the ones he didn't tell you about. What happened to the caravan was an accident. Nobody would have died if they would have just simply turned over the idol. But no, they just wouldn't. They had it coming. Are you really asking that? If you know one merchant, you know them all. They're selfish scum. And Calais, with their so-called culture, is the embodiment of what I just said. Greed, greed, greed. Wherever you look. It has poisoned their minds, and worse, they're proud of it. In the end, it was a coincidence. When I learned of the deal Deloren and the Coalition were planning, I knew the time had finally come. Ridiculous. I call it symbolic. I mean, look at it. Lion and scorpion gathered around their prey, the idol. And here you are, the reckless fast climber, hungry for success and money, caught between two fronts. Oh, just drop the act, will you? I knew it the moment you walked through that door. Onalise, Deloren, Master Ulon, whatever they call themselves, I can recognize an egomaniac when I see one. You. All you care about is wealth and power, just like all of your kind do. Well, you're right. I don't, and I don't intend to. Believe me, I know what you are. No matter how you try to hide it, you're greedy scum, just like them. What? No, you all die. And together, you will paint a picture of justice unlike anything this city has ever seen. Deja Monalise, killed by Mael Deloren's ambitious hireling, eager to avenge the people who she thinks the Kalayan has murdered. She kidnapped her from the prison to execute her gruesomely, left for everyone to see in the city's beloved theater, where Onalise's henchmen kept the guildmaster prisoner. But things got out of hand. She freed herself, and what followed was nothing short of a massacre. The Protector, Deloren, and the Blue Islands Coalition's beautiful emissary, all dead. So, what will be the end of it all? This massacre. It will make people open their eyes. They will see these guilds for what they really are. Wolves. Greedy, pathetic scum. And together, they'll put an end to their miserable existence. Nonsense. Alex, Deborah, kill them!
My, aren't you a faithful pet? Can't wait to save your master, can you? Welcome to the Circle of the Unknowing. Can't wait to save your master, can you? Of course. This was all part of the plan. I brought Mael here while I was shackled in your goddamn prison by my supernatural powers alone. What the?
For so long, you felt the thrill. For so long, you asked yourself the questions. Does the charming woman from Calais really pursue? How will Deloren react to the death of his beloved foster son? And what role will the mysterious and ambitious new protector play in all this?
Zara Struduli, you're behind all this.
Guess what? A potion brewed from aesthetic, but just look, and all due to me. Provoked? Why, you ask? Oh, I want to see them burn. I don't, you know, and yes, I want forces led by people who don't. Of course you think that. Are you really? Greed, greed. What happened to the caravan? Oh, just drop you. Well, you're right. I don't. What? Deja Monali. But, so, what will be the end of it all? This massacre, it'll make people open their... Maybe, but maybe not. But it's worth a try. Alex, Deborah, kill them!
My, aren't you a faithful pet? Can't wait to save your master, can you? Of course, this was all part of the plan. I brought Mael here while I was shackled in your goddamn prison by my supernatural powers alone. Are you really that...
My dames and my sirs, I cordially welcome you to the last act of this magnificent play.
What the...
For so long you felt the thrill. For so long you asked yourself the questions. What does the charming woman from really pursue? How will Deloren react to the death of his beloved foster son? And what role will the mysterious and ambitious new protector play in all this?
Sarah Struduli, you're behind all this.
Guess what? A potion brewed, but just look, and all due to provoked. Why, you ask? I want to see them burn. I don't, you know, and yes, I wanted forces led by people who don't. Of course you think that. You don't, are you real? Greed. What happened to the caravan? Oh, just you. Well, you're right. I don't. What? Deja Mono. But, so, what will be the end of it all? Maybe, but maybe not. But it's worth a try. Alex, Deborah, kill them! so long you felt the thrill.
am I? Tell me. Mendelis? But... by Malphus, how could... Why? Why did he do this? Tell me, Protector. Is it true what... Where am I? Tell me. Mendelis? But... by Malphus, how could... Why? Why did he do this? Tell me, Protector. Is it true what Mendelis said? That all he did was throw a piece of meat into the arena, and that that it was all my fault. I mean, was my suspicion against the Coalition really that unjustified? I see. Be that as it may, what matters now is that we have the Scarabaeus back, and that we can seal the bargain. Then at least, all of this won't have been for nothing. What about her? Yes, Mendelis played her too, but nonetheless she's responsible for the deaths of the workers. Yes, I suppose you're right. There's enough bad blood between our countries as it is. Protector, I thank you for all you've done. Who knows what would have happened if you hadn't been there? I suppose it's time to tie up the loose ends now. I will meet this Master Ulan immediately and tell the guards about this. They will want our testimony. Then, come to the guild house as soon as you can.
Be careful, my Dane. The streets aren't safe at this hour.
Protector, good to see you. In case you'd like to know, the Kalayan set sail yesterday at first light. Onalis is with them, but the apothecary said the poison the assassins used will permanently damage her mind. Still, we have the money, and they have the Scarabaeus, as it was intended from the beginning. I assume he was talking about some of the decisions I've come to make in my time as Guildmaster. You know, I have made mistakes, as all souls do, and many of the things I've had to do to keep the sickle alive might seem cruel or uncompassionate when viewed from the outside. But no matter what, I have always respected the righteous path. Those who showed diligence and faith were rewarded. Those who didn't ended up on the road.
Where did I put
That's
it?
just life. And only a fool would think he could save everybody. It will. And with the bonus the Kalayans paid us, we might even be able to help somewhere else. This country certainly needs it.
Did I put that?
Probably, yes. But not any time soon. One more thing. This amulet here. It was meant for Rodas. He did excellent work in past moons and would have soon been promoted. But now, you know. I think this will be better off in your hands than locked away forever in the Sickle's treasury. Anyway, I have things to do now. Walk blessed, Protector. And may your path always be even.
Some shifts never end.
Mm-hmm.
Walk blessed.
What? No interest in my wares? Ah, well. I'm a Felio, new quartermaster of the Golden Sickle, in training, that is. They assigned me the position after the previous quartermaster died unexpectedly. So you'll be doing business with me from here on out. It'll be my pleasure. I wasn't told, and I don't think it matters, does it? I'm here now. So can I interest you in my wares? With pleasure.
Walk blessed.
I hope the new turnips come soon.
All you'll ever need. But please, take a look.
With pleasure.
Safe travels.
Greetings. Some shifts never end.
Greetings.
Huh? Can I help you?
Apples, dates, bananas, the freshest fruits right from the farmer's coat.
Walk blessed, my dame. Of course.
They just sit on their asses and hope things settle themselves. Idiots.
Walk black. Sure, take a look. Walk blast.
Yeah.
Fruit.
Vegetables, bread fresh from the oven. Treat yourself.
Ah, you. Good work with the sickle. You're an outlander, yes, but you've done more for this city than most Endralians.
Keep an outlander. What are you doing in this part of the city? Shouldn't you be... I don't know.
Well, then you've come to the right place. Walk blessed. Well, then you've come to the right place. Walk blessed. That's what I'm here for. Take a look. Walk blessed. Well, then you've come to the right place. Blessed. There must be a solution to this. Well, then you've come to the right place. Walk blessed.